Hey guys, today we'll be talking about the argument between Loume and Meecka. We'll declare a winner of the argument at the end of this, but I just hope that you guys can enjoy the video. Okay, so it all started when I hosted a Minecraft server. This was relatively after Meecka's Minecraft server died, and then I thought that the community was a little dull at the moment, so I decided to host my own Minecraft server. It was going pretty well at first, but then I whitelisted a guy named Meecka. He joined, and then he did the thing that makes it, there's a thing in Minecraft servers that make it so you can backdoor that server, giving you full control of the server. Meecka did this. In doing so, he had control of my server, causing my server to completely shut down. It died afterwards because no one wanted to play on it anymore. Then Meecka made another server that was not that successful and died in a couple weeks. Then Loume made a Minecraft server that didn't do too well because he decided to make it so that he would always be operator on it. Then that server didn't even last 2 days, but he eventually made a different one. The links to these guys' channels will be in the description. So he made this different Minecraft server. He was supposed to be different than all the other ones. Loume wanted to be on Meecka's side for the backdooring. He wanted to be with Meecka. He wanted to all the intel about it. But Meecka betrayed Loume and moved on and decided to join Daxno, a fellow server member and enemy of Loume. They didn't have the best past together. This caught Loume by surprise because Meecka and Daxno were never friends, but they had an interest in backdooring. They shared. So Loume felt some jealousy over how Meecka was so obsessed and wouldn't work with him and wouldn't tell him any information about the backdoor plugin. He would only tell it to Daxno. That made Loume very angry. He decided that he was going to make his own server, but the server took a long time to make. He was working on it very slowly. His attention span was failing, and he couldn't focus on the server. So, a couple weeks go by, and everyone's still waiting for the big announcement for the server release. This absolutely ticked off Meecka and Daxno. And everyone, pretty much. They were all ganging up on Loume in his own Discord server, calling him a bad owner, a horrible owner, how he will never be a good owner because he doesn't know how to set it up correctly. Loume wasn't accepting help from anyone. He was just taking his time, and he was going really slow. People really wanted this server to start up, so they decided that they were gonna yell at Loume but try to convince him to set it up, okay? This resulted in the banning of Meecka and Daxno from Loume's entire server plans, his Discord server and the server. Meecka and Daxno were in the dark. Loume's server ran some technical difficulties, as sometimes shutting off itself, sometimes it would just not work how it's supposed to. This resulted in Loume not knowing what to do. He asked around everywhere. He tried to figure it out. He spent a week doing more config on his entire Minecraft server. Finding nothing, he felt lost. Having no one to blame it on besides himself, he decided to take it to blame on Meecka, putting a slander to Meecka's name and calling him. In his announcements, he stated that any problems with his Minecraft server automatically goes under the fault of Meecka and Daxno. This made Meecka and Daxno mad. because their server was getting no more players because the slander Loume put to their names. This was unjust, but Loume's server didn't stop having these technical difficulties. We went from it just shutting off, a whole entire world reset, and then induced lag and multiple different problems, like logging out would logging back in would instantly kill you, and a lot of bad problems that shouldn't have been there. Loume was furious. He did so much work on the server. It took him about 2 months to set the thing up, and it didn't even work how he wanted it to. Him being him, he was so mad that he decided to say, "Hi, guys, I'm using iPhone data now, because Meecka and Daxno are definitely up to something, and I think they're trying to mess up my server because I won't let them participate in it." Again, this made Meecka and Daxno mad. Loume was furious, so he decided to leave all of the Discord servers that he had with Meecka and Daxno, and all of the ones that he owned that they were in, he banned them. He blocking the two. This is just unfair. Meecka and Daxno are in the dark. They have no information. They have nothing to do. They're stuck in a boredom. And they're just bored. They're just super bored. They don't have anything to do. Asking people to ban, to tell Loume that they'll change, to unban. But Loume's grudge stayed, and they never got unbanned. From Loume's router exploding instantly goes to the blame of Meecka and Daxno. As Meecka rubbing it in his face, Loume set off, furious. Loume never again will be friends with Meecka or Daxno. He hates them a lot. He doesn't think that they're good people, and everyone who goes near them, he warns them and scares them off. And now, Loume and Meecka and Daxno have nowhere to go. Meecka recently started up a new Discord server and a new Minecraft server. It did not go as well as his past ones did. It is because of the slander Loume has put on Meecka's name. It is unfair for Meecka and Daxno, because Loume just decides to put the blame on them. See, nothing bad has happened to Loume from what Meecka and Daxno have done. So it is not right of him to scare people off and tell them to run and never trust Meecka or Daxno again. And Daxno, an innocent person who has caused some plans from the backdooring, they haven't even backdoored Loume, but he still blames them for it. If anyone should be blaming Meecka and Daxno, it should be me, because I'm the only one who's been affected. Loume, you have not been affected by anything Meecka and Daxno have done. They have done nothing to you, besides spoken, which by my standards is not breaking the law or rules of your Discord server. If you don't like what people say, then don't listen. If people say something that isn't true, then it shouldn't hurt you. But if it is true, then it would. This is the fight against Meecka and Daxno, and it has basically ended because Loume has cut all relations with them. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and I'll update you if they ever talk again.